Shaving cream marbling. It is a favorite project. It's messy and yet not messy all at the same time. You'll see what I mean. For this project, you need liquid watercolor. Very important that it's liquid because you need to be able to make drips of it. I got this from Amazon. You also need shaving cream, a paintbrush, cardstock or another kind of thick paper, a piece of cardboard. I cut mine off of the back of a pad of paper, and later you're going to need a rag for cleanup. On a surface that is not stainable, so no wood, no tablecloths, nothing that you really care about, you're going to start squirting a large pile of shaving cream. If you're worried about your tabletop, you can do this on a plastic tablecloth. With your cardboard, you're going to spread out your shaving cream like frosting, trying to make a big flat area that's large enough to fit your piece of cardstock. I'm using kind of the edge and keeping my cardboard pretty flat as I spread. And I'm also checking to make sure that my surface is the size of my cardstock paper before I get started with the paint. Make sure that you have space next to you to set your paper and your cardboard while you work. Next, you're going to drip little drops of paint on the surface of your shaving cream. Make sure to choose what's called analogous colors for the first round. Analogous means that they're colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. I wouldn't want to use colors that are complementary colors or opposite on the color wheel, because when I mix those colors together, it makes brown. And the colors that you choose for this first round are going to become the background color for your next marbling. You can usually get about 3 prints off of 1 round of shaving cream. So I chose turquoise, blue, and purple because I know they will mix nicely. With the back of my paintbrush, not the brush side, I'm holding that straight up and I'm dragging it through the shaving cream to make a marble pattern. If you want, you can do this kind of zigzag pattern that I'm doing, or you can just freely swirl. But the challenge is to stop yourself before you mix them all into one color. When you like the look of your pattern, you're going to take your paper and make your first print. Take your paper, make sure to save spot for it to land when you're finished. And you're going to put it straight on top and press straight down, making sure all the shaving cream squishes out of all of the sides and all the corners. Peel it up and set it down in your landing spot and use your cardboard to scrape off the shaving cream. My cream came off pretty easily. Usually it'll have a little more stuck to it, but it's very easy to scrape off with your cardboard. Next, you're going to refrost all of your shaving cream. And now you're going to have a new color for the background. All of your paint colors are going to mix and form the new color for your background. That's again why we want to use analogous colors or colors that are close to each other on the color wheel, so they'll mix into something nice for the background. For the second round, you can choose some other colors, but I'm still going to keep them kind of close to the same side of the color wheel. I don't know if you noticed how big of a drip I just dripped, but these watercolors come out pretty fast. Usually you don't need to squeeze them to get the drips to come out. So try just kind of tilting it before you squeeze, because too much paint is really not good for this project. 3 or 4 colors is kind of a good amount for your first few prints. Your last one, you could do all the colors because it won't matter anymore how much they mix. And again, you're going to swirl your colors, keeping your paintbrush straight up and down, swirling however you choose, but making sure that they're not all mixing into one color. You want to still be able to see all of your individual colors. And when you're ready, you're going to repeat the print process with your second piece of paper. taking your paper, pushing it into the shaving cream, squishing out the sides. If you happen to peel your paper up and see a blank spot where it didn't print, just squish it back down again. Make sure you have space for your landing spot, and then scrape off your shaving cream. You could do this a third time and make a third print, but right now I'm going to show you how to clean up. With your cardboard, you're going to do your best to just scrape all of the shaving cream up, and then carefully carry it to the sink or the compost. And lastly, take your wet rag and you're going to clean up your workspace. Shaving cream actually cleans up fairly easily, and it's basically soap so it can wash down the drain. The paints might stain your hands, but it'll wash off by the next day. If there's any shaving cream left over on your paper, wipe it off with your damp rag. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.